Hey, what's up, Tribe? There's no excuse for my absence. Um, my new job, it's really taking up a lot of my time, and I've been on the road, and it's not easy to really utilize my computer. But I've been very active on Instagram, so if you're a part of that universe, feel free to come aboard of that ship and follow me. In the meantime, I have a very interesting conversation I had with Brother Sanchez. Um, it was over a week ago, give or take, and it's gonna ruffle some feathers. So be mindful. I'm not here to challenge your beliefs, just to open your mind. I hope you enjoy.
Thank you for calling in, my brother. Hunter 40 for sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah, what's good, brother? No pressure, man. It's all good.
Hell yeah. Hey, do me a favor. Put the YouTube video in the background on mute while you on the call. Yeah, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and open up today's first topic and discussion. What's on your mind today, my brother Hunter?
Hey, I appreciate the opportunity to speak. I think I've been following your channel for about 3 years now. But yeah. So something that actually I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and the topic came up about the Most High, right? And he kept saying He, the Most High, He. So I'm always the one to kind of like throw the fork in the gears. So I was like, what makes you think, or how do you know that the Most High is a He? I mean, yeah, when we read the Bible, you see that it says He, but outside of that, it's like the Bible preaches like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. So when we step out of that and we look at our parents, we know that we have a father and a mother. So reason why I'm bringing that up is like again, when we think of the Most High, the term He, where okay, there's many names of the Most High that I've heard of. I believe it's like 99 or 100 names, and both of those names have both a feminine and a masculine principle involved with those names. So my topic here today is, how do we know for a fact that the Most High is a male, and that there isn't both a feminine and a masculine representation of the Most High, but or something is just pushing this point of view to make us think only one and not something else.
Yeah, you're definitely right. It's about it's an art to something called polarizing. When you talk about divide and conquer or order out of chaos, it's the art of polarizing basically everything that governs a society. And that's, like I always tell people, how we get politics, which has the root word polar or poly, like, you know what I'm saying? I get what you saying, brother. It ain't got to be patriarchal or matriarchal. And it never was that way. Because you see symbols like the yin yang and all that, where,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying, they show you the two forces complement each other. You don't gotta choose one over another. And that was taught under the whole, mother goddess cults and all of that. That's why I be bringing up the great mother, because it ain't just a mother concept. You know what I'm saying? You think about what my aunt represent, or Lady Liberty. She represent balance, but even though she a lady, it don't is you know what I'm saying? It's not just balance is for everybody. My aunt is a woman. You feel me? So I feel you. Why can't you have uh, but listen, I tell you what, I think we can look at it this way, right? What would be the benefit of us having a feminine deity as opposed to a just a male deity? Or what would be your idea of the perfect deity? Because you may say maybe have just a blend of them both, right?
Right. So I wouldn't use the word or the term deity, or we could use so many different words. But my personal belief is it's simply speaking like, I believe that the representations fall in line with nature. So we have the sun and the moon, and those would be our celestial parents or what have you. So you have the sun, which will give us our masculine energy, and then you have the moon, which provides us with our feminine energy, which correlates with our zodiac signs for both our sun and our moon signs, and then that correlates with the actual energies that are, I guess, downloaded into our bodies when we're born that day. Outside of popular belief in terms of the globe, when we look at the flat Earth concept for what it is, when you have the sun and the moon, they're out at a certain constellation or a certain point in the cosmos, and that is determined, again, our zodiacs. That information is then downloaded into our bodies, and then here we are as time progresses. But again, that's just my belief. I don't really follow Christianity or any religion straightforward. I just believe that there are bits of information in all of those things that we're able to take away to get a better understanding of everything as a whole.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So you wouldn't subscribe to any deity per se, huh?
Right. Again,
Yeah.
I just believe that bits and pieces of information that we can take away, but to say that this is that and that is this, I wasn't there to confirm any of that information. What I do know now, again, I can look up and confirm the sun, the moon, the stars when they're when it's dark, or even I'll give you another example. I just recently started driving, and I was in Oklahoma in the mountains, so there was no sun, no moon for I couldn't see anything other than the
You know
stars.
what? You know what? I just recently took a trip from Las Vegas to Sioux City, Iowa. And I was riding through like Nebraska cornfields and just all this backlands where it ain't no lighting. And
Right.
you're right. It's jet black. There's no moon. There's no sun. It's just the sky
No,
is speckled with so many stars that it looked like dust. Yeah, I know what
yeah,
you're
it's
talking
beautiful.
about, brother. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I I,
Talk to me.
I I realized that too. Like, damn, you never see the moon like in some of these places like that at night. I wonder what's good about that. Like, wow, that's crazy. Like, even when you go to the mountains in Nevada, there's no moon out there. You gotta look for it. I don't get it, man. It's like when you raise a certain elevation, or I don't know,
Yep.
man. I don't know. It's weird. That's something that we need to investigate though, cause
Well, I'll
yeah,
say this. I don't mean to cut you off. I do understand that the sun has a 30-day cycle and the moon has a 28-day cycle. They both rotate in opposite directions, but in similar paths, if that makes sense. But with that being said, I personally just believe that no matter where you are, the sun and the moon, because of how our eyes perceive things, once it goes out of a certain distance, where we won't be able to see it unless we have some type of binoculars or something like that. So on the
that's
flip
right.
side, when we're whether it's in the mountains or in a valley or what have
Like
you,
like
if it's
like the, I just asked a question and the answer to my question was so simple and you just gave it and I didn't find the answer because I was looking for something so deep and that's the simple answer that the sun and moon are local objects. That's why when we leave
right,
away from us into the woods and shit far away
right,
from where, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
right. And I kid you not, I probably learned that from a combination of information between, excuse me, between you and ODD. And I mean, like, when you follow the globe concept, and I'm not trying to challenge anyone's belief, it's just to say, just think about the information for a moment. When you follow the globe concept, it brings up more questions than answers.
Yep.
And for me, whether it's I'm a scholar or I'm just doing something just to learn, I don't want more questions than answers because I would never get to the resolution. So on the flip side, when I started learning about flat Earth and some other pieces of information, things started making a lot more sense. And again, for me, just being able to stand on my own 2 feet and look up, it just makes more sense. So that's why, again, I go back, I ask that question about the Most High being a male and only a male, when as kids, we look up to both of our parents, mother and father. You know, our father has a certain principles that he has to provide us, and our mother has certain principles that she has to provide us. And vice versa. The father can't teach certain things that the mother can, to oppose of the father to the other one. So that's why, to me, it's just hard to believe, looking at Christianity, that the Most High is only a male, and that we're waiting on a male to come save us, to oppose of again, me just looking at it as my father teaching me the skills I need to successfully navigate through this world, and then my mother teaching me the skills of how to successfully nurture myself through this world, cooking, cleaning, and so forth, while my dad would teach me how to build, etc.
And I always say, like, when you look at the two dual forces, when it come down to it, another way we can look at it is like, the masculine energy is basically, it's gonna teach you by chastisement, like by for example, like a coach that would say, if y'all don't win the game, we gonna have extra practice. I'm gonna run you till you throw up. It's gonna be some punishment. Or a coach that would say, if y'all do win the game, we going out to Pizza Hut. So like, either wanna get the job done, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the dual thing of nature, where she can use either side, because ultimately she don't care as long as you learn the lesson. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's powerful, man. That's powerful. You know, stay on the line for a minute, my brother, because it ain't a lot of callers, and I can definitely come back to you. So let me keep you in rotation. Yeah.